There, the piece I sensed.
I see something around it.
It seems to be protected by some magic. Watch out, Reese! We can channel it into shattering blows. This one is different. It is more powerful. 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 We should be able to get the piece now. You are badly wounded. Let us find an anvil to rest. The gauntlet should be stable now, but the piece you found is still dormant. It needs enough of its shards to be properly forged into the gauntlet.
Can you sense these shards too?
Yes, let me show you. Feel the world around you. You see the beacons of light? Everyone is a shard calling out to you, to the gauntlet.
Can we unearth the gate to the Knights once we have them?
Yes, and with that, more powers, more memories.
I guess it's a bit much to take in. I will need your help.
And I will be here. I need you to be safe, too. Use my senses if you lose sight of them, and they will guide the way. The gauntlet should be stable now. That's a relief.
Yes, I can only agree.
We got a piece of the gauntlet, but we also need the shards. I can guide you to them, and then we should take them to an anvil. We got a piece of the gauntlet, but we also need... I can guide you to them. Let me show you what I see.
Where did you come from? How did you arrive from this side? There is literally no bridge.
It's a long story. I was told there was a village nearby.
Castrum 7 is right on the other side of that rope bridge. It's kind of the only bridge standing after that Watcher Fury.
Watcher Fury?
Yeah. For some reason, the whole ground started to shake, and down came all the bridges around these parts. Lots of people got stuck.
I'm looking for the Knights of Bastingar. Do you know anything about them?
Not sure I can help you with that. You'll have to ask around at the village. But wherever you go, be careful. When the sand moves, get ready to run.
I'm looking for the Knights of Bastingar. Do you know anything about them?
Not sure I can help you with that. You'll have to ask around at the village. But wherever you go, be careful. When the sand moves, get ready to run.
Feel the world around you. Slow down. Not all is dead in this place. I feel relieved.
You remember this area?
Not fully, but it is familiar to me.
This looks like a map, or a piece of it.
Yes. The owner must have really cared about it. I can sense their lingering thoughts when they drew it. I can likely help you locate it when you have all the pieces.
you see the kite, that's always a good sign. Because it is my kite. Ah, we meet again. I thought that captain had killed you. Good. Perhaps you can lend me a hand?
I can help, as long as it's not some shady business.
Shady? Never! I am looking for rare materials for essence stones. It would be good to know more about them. And to that end, I have been thinking. Sometimes, Thelos brings their fury on the land, right? The Watcher flares up and, well, I'd like to know what happens then. There could be some valuables there, just asking to be collected. I could give you some essence stone recipes from my collection, if you do this for me.
Knowledge for knowledge. Sounds like a fair deal. If I discover anything, I will return to you. Is there any way to know when and where the Watcher wakes up?
It is unpredictable, but seems to happen in open spaces like the desert more often.
This sounds dangerous. We should make preparations before doing as he asks. Find better protection.
Not yet. Where did you say I should go again?
I think the desert would be a good place. It is wide open, and the Watcher has its eye on it.
I am just here to trade.
Did you know that many items of the past are still around? And they are precious. I know many people who are willing to pay for them, and they pay well. So if you bring these items to me, your purse won't regret it. But as with every market, prices keep changing. Have an eye on the categories of the items, if you want to make as much as possible. You're back. Have you already been confronted by the...
No time to talk. I want to trade.
There is a demand for unusual taste for food. Can you sell me some still usable spices? I'd pay extra. This is of the best quality. Leaving already?
I will lend you my eyes. I applaud you. Your resolve is quite something. But more shards await. I find you are lacking protection. We should better your armor at an anvil.
That must be Castrum 7.
Perhaps somebody here knows more about the Knights.
Welcome. This place isn't much, but it's home. With all these wraiths, though, who knows how much longer I can call it such. The Elder is waiting for you. He's on the podium, by the well. Welcome. This place isn't much. With all these wraiths, though, the Elder is waiting for...
Great prices for great things. If you want to head out to the desert, you'll have to be well equipped. Perhaps you are interested in buying something from me? You are in luck, traveler. I have an armor set for sale. An opportunity like that doesn't come around often.
All of our routes to the capital are cut off. There are wraiths everywhere, and now no bridges. What did we do to anger Thelos?
We've shipped our essence on time. I don't know what they want from us.
Arif told us you were coming. I'm not sure I like you walking around the village with that thing on your arm.
I'll keep it under control. You look like you could use a hand around here.
Well, my brother and my sisters are on their lookouts. It'd be good if you could visit them. They're looking out for wraiths around here. They were supposed to report, but with the bridges gone and the wraiths around, they haven't returned yet. They're quick on their feet, so I'm not so worried, but if you happen to go near their posts, I'd be grateful if you check on them. I'll draw them on your map. They're in the Western Desert, at the Watering Hole, and at the old outpost.
How did you end up in the village?
I was born in an essence mine under the worst circumstances. My legs were always weak. My parents died when I was 6, and the mine collapsed over their heads, and I was put in a labor camp. There, I met the others. We became a family. Without them, I wouldn't have survived. We ended up in the village. It was Stade who found us and got us a place to live. Now we paid the village back by standing guard.
How did you end up in the village?
I was born in an essence mine under the worst circumstances. My legs were always weak. My parents died when I was 6, and the mine collapsed over their heads, and I was put in a labor camp. There, I met the others. We became a family. Without them, I wouldn't have survived. We ended up in the village. It was Stade who found... Now we pay...
We will talk later.
This village, it must have seen better days.
Tracker always talked about this place when we traveled. It sounded like good times.
Are you worried about her?
I would be lying if I said I wasn't. But her and the others are resourceful.
They'll make it to the capital. I know it. We got a piece of the gauntlet, but we also need the shards. I can guide you to them, and then we should take them to an anvil.
Great deals here, even for strangers and unnamed.
I thought praying to Thelos would protect us from their raids.
Your eyes are open now.
Be careful around the shard. The wraiths are drawn to it. Oh, you're that traveler with the artifact.
Is it not dangerous to be beyond the walls?
It is. But the shelter stones protect us. Thank you so much. This, tower you unearthed out of the ground. Seems like something we can use to climb down. As soon as we dare to. Oh, you're that traveler with the artifact.
Is it not?
It is. Thank you so much.
Let us find what you seek. This one is warded by a spell. I sense we are being watched. Some attacks I cannot block. They drain us of momentum. Watch out for blue sparks. See this metal part on its body? That is a wraith's core. And a wraith with no core is a dead one. You are growing weak. Use the idol to gather your strength. Large wraith. It can call lesser ones. How annoying.